Yes, good afternoon, students. This is Mohiddin, lecturer in mathematics in Best PU College. So, that is mathematics lecture. In the previous classes, principles are discussed. So, many concepts on geometry, that is, basic concepts. Today onwards, we start the topic is straight lines. Before that, straight lines, already know the equation of this straight line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. The equation of this straight line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Before discussing these straight lines, first we are going to discuss what is meant by inclination, what is meant by slope of a line, what is meant by inclination, what is meant by slope of a line. Already know this vertical line is called y-axis and this horizontal line is called x-axis. So every plane can be divided into 4 parts by using this horizontal line and vertical line. So this horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis. So in this, this is origin, the point of intersection of these two mutual perpendicular lines. So x-axis and y-axis are called mutual perpendicular lines. They are perpendicular to each other. They are intersect at one point. Both lines, that is x-axis and y-axis, intersect at one point. That is called origin. Already know. This basic concept already know. So here you go for anti-clockwise direction. You know, this is the clockwise direction. This is called anti-clockwise direction. In mathematics, anti-clockwise direction is called positive direction. Clockwise direction is called negative direction. In mathematics, anti-clockwise direction is called positive direction. Clockwise direction is called negative direction. So in the anti-clockwise direction, this is the first quadrant and this is the second quadrant and this is the third quadrant and this is the fourth quadrant. You know already from first quadrant, that is 0 degrees to 90 degrees. Second quadrant, 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Third quadrant, 180 degrees to 270 degrees. And fourth quadrant, 272 and 360 degrees. Again starts. So this is the positive direction of x-axis. This is the negative direction of x-axis. This is the positive direction of y-axis and this is the negative direction of y-axis. So this is the about the coordinate axis. This is called coordinate axis. That is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Yes, we are going to the point. Yes, this is the straight line. A line, this is the straight line, a line which meets the x-axis at any point P. A straight line which meets the x-axis at any point P. So this line makes an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis. Positive direction means anti-clockwise direction. So we say in anti-clockwise direction or in positive direction, both are same. So this is the straight line. L is any straight line. It makes an angle of theta in the positive direction, that is in the anti-clockwise direction of x-axis. Then this theta is called inclination of this line. This theta is called inclination of a line. L is any line which cuts the x-axis at any point P. So this line makes an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis. That is the positive direction means anti-clockwise direction of x-axis. Then this theta is called inclination of a line. Write the definition. First, draw this figure. Everybody, draw this figure. Write definition. Inclination. Inclination. If any line L, if any line L makes an angle theta in the positive direction, in the positive direction of x-axis, if any line L makes an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis, then that angle theta is called, then that angle theta is called inclination, inclination of a line. If any line L makes an angle theta in the positive direction of, positive direction means anti-clockwise direction of x-axis, then that angle theta is called inclination of a line. Then that angle theta is called inclination of a line. That is called inclination. Then what is meant by slope of a line? So slope of a line means if a line makes an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis is called inclination. The tangent of inclination of a line is called slope. The tangent of inclination of a line, you know, in trigonometry, 6 trigonometric functions: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, and cosecant theta. You know, these all 6 trigonometric functions. So here what I am saying, theta is the inclination of any line. Theta is the inclination of any line. Then the tangent of inclination of a line, that is, for example, here theta is equal to 45 degrees they given. Slope of a line, slope is represented by the letter small m. Slope of a line L, small m, is equal to tangent, that is tan theta. Here theta is 45 degrees means tan 45 degrees, like that. This is called slope of a line. What is the definition? Slope of a line means the tangent of inclination of a line, the given line. So the given line making an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis, that is called inclination. That tan of theta, that is the tangent of inclination of a line, that is tan theta, is called slope of that line. Slope of that line. Write a definition. Slope of a line. Slope of a line. If theta is inclination of, if theta is inclination of any line, then the tangent of inclination of a line, the tangent of inclination of a line is called, the tangent of inclination of a line is called slope of a line. Slope of a line. It is represented, it is represented by the letter small m. It is represented by the letter small m, that is m is equal to tan theta. That is m is equal to slope of the line, m is equal to tan theta. So here we discussed what is meant by inclination of a line. Any line makes an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis, then that theta is called inclination of a line. Then what is meant by slope of a line? Slope of a line is, if theta is the inclination of a line, then the tangent of the inclination of a line is called slope of the line. It is represented by the letter small m. That is, for example, this line making an angle theta is equal to 45 degrees. Then slope of that line, m is equal to tan 45 degrees. You know, tan 45 degrees is 1. So slope of the line, m is equals to 1, like that. So if you know the inclination, then we find out the slope of the line. But in the lower classes, you know what is meant by slope of the line? If a line passing through the 2 points, that is x1, y1 and x2, y2. So this is A and this is B. If a line, any line passing through 2 points A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2, then the slope of the line m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Slope of the line m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Already you know this formula. How you get this formula? We proved here. So here m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is m is equals to what? Tan theta. That is tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is m is equal to tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. How to prove this? Yes. These are the coordinate axes. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Just listen carefully. So this is the origin. So this is the line. Any line is like this. For example, here A is the point, vertices are x1, y1, and here there is a B point, vertices are x2, y2. This is the straight line passing through the points A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2. We want to prove that slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is tan theta. So this line making an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis, that is the inclination. Yes. You make a perpendicular line from B to x-axis. It meets the x-axis at one point. Here also you make a perpendicular line from A to x-axis. It meets the x-axis at one point. So you call it is M and this is N. A perpendicular line is drawn from B to the x-axis. It meets at N. A perpendicular line is drawn from A to x-axis. It meets at M. So this is origin. So this point is on x-axis. Already you know, on x-axis y coordinate is always 0. So this M coordinates are x1 comma 0. M coordinates are x1 comma 0. You know the graph. Here x1 comma y1 means on x-axis x1 units, on y-axis y1 units. Like that. By using that concept, we can draw the graph. So here x1, identify the x1 y1 point means on x-axis you go x1 units, on y-axis you go y1 units, then identify the point, that is x1 y1. So that's why this distance is x1. So this distance is y1. So here also a perpendicular line is drawn from A to Bn. From A to Bn. Here also a perpendicular line is drawn from A to Bn. It meets some L. It meets some L. So here we observe this. This length, AM length and LN length, both are same. AM length is equal to LN length. Both are same. What is AM length? This is Y1. This is also Y1. That's why this is equal to Y1. So here OM is equal to X1. Here this point is from, that is X2 comma 0. This point is X2 comma 0. Here observe OM length. OM length is X1 and ON length is X2. I think you understood about the graph. ON length is X2, OM length is X1. We required MN. ON minus OM, we get MN. Okay. ON minus OM, we get MN. That is ON is X2, OM is X1. This is equal to X2 minus X1. X2 minus X1. So MN length is X2 minus X1. That is MN is equals to AL. Observe this. MN length is equal to AL. That's why AL is equal to also X2 minus X1. No confusion. Just you identify this figure. So this is L is the line. This line makes an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis. So this theta is the inclination of a line. So A is the point x1, y1 which lies on this line, and B is a point x2, y2 which lies on the same line. So a perpendicular is drawn from A to x-axis. It meets at M. A perpendicular is drawn from B to x-axis. It meets at N. So M coordinates are, this is x1, y1. That's why this length is x1. That's why x1 comma 0. So this length is x2. Why? This is x2, y2. That's why this length is x2 comma 0. Next, another perpendicular line is drawn from A to BN. From A to BN, it meets the BN at L. So this AL length and MN length are same. This AM length and LN length are same. So this AM length is Y1. This length is Y1. So this length is also Y1. Y1. Next, OM length is X1. ON length is X2. So we required MN length. MN is equal to ON minus OM. ON minus OM. We get MN. MN is equal to, that is X2 minus X1. ON is X2. OM is X1. That is X2 minus X1. This MN length is equal to AL length. MN length is equal to AL length. That is MN is equal to AL is equal to X2 minus X1. Here again observe this. BN minus NL. Observe this. BN is equal to Y2. BN is equal to Y2. Here AM is equal to LN. AM is equal to LN. AM is equal to LN. AM length is Y1. That's why LN length is also Y1. So this BN length is Y2. AM length and LN length both are equal. That's why AM length is Y1. That's why LN length is also Y1. So BL, here observe this. BL is equal to BN minus BN minus NL. We required BL. BL is equal to BN minus NL. That is, BN is what? Y2. BN is Y2. AM, that is LN, that is NL. NL is Y1. That is Y2 minus Y1. Y2 minus Y1. Yes. Then you remember in lower classes, these two are parallel lines. This is called transversal. Then here angle theta, here also angle is theta. What are these angles? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Here also these two are parallel lines. These two are parallel lines. Therefore this is the transversal. That's why this angle and this angle both are equal. Here also theta. So observe this right angle triangle ALB. Observe this right angle triangle ALB. In a right angle triangle, in a right angled triangle, in a right angled triangle, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. You remember the trigonometry, opposite side is BL, adjacent side is AL, opposite side is BL, here theta is there, opposite side is BL, adjacent side is AL, This is the hypotenuse. That is the tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. What is BL? BL value is y2 minus y1. What is AL? Where? AL. This is AL. AL is x2 minus x1. Then you get y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is the formula for slope. Already you know in lower classes. The formula for slope of a line passing through the 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is the slope is equals to tan theta y. Here we proved slope m is equal to tan theta. Tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That's why m is equal to tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1. If theta is the inclination of any line, then tan theta is the slope of the line. You know already formula slope of the line is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to tan theta. So this is the proof. You write the statement. Question is prove that the slope of a line passing through 2 points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 and the line making an angle theta in the positive direction of x-axis is tan theta is equal to m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. In a right angled triangle ALB, tan theta is equal to BL by AL, that is tan theta is equal to BL is y2 minus y1 by AL is x2 minus x1. This is the question and this is the proof. This is the question and this is the proof. First write the diagram and write this simplifications and then write at last write this. I think everyone understood. Observe this, here theta is the acute angle that is below 90 degrees. For example, if a line is like this also, above 90 degrees, in that case also we proved that this formula. Everyone copied? Yes, same theorem in another way, that is, if the angle is greater than 90 degrees, for example, figure is like this. This is anti-clockwise direction. So inclination is above 90 degrees. Here again, A, x1, y1. Here B, same points, x2, y2. So a perpendicular line. This is M, and this is another perpendicular line, that is N. This is AL, same figure, same points. So this is the origin. Draw the same figure like this. So in the previous figure, angle is acute angle, that is less than 90 degrees. Here angle is above 90 degrees. In this case also we proved the same formula. Here this point is x2 comma 0. This point is x1 comma 0. OM is equal to x1. ON is equal to x2. So MN is equal to OM minus ON. Everyone draw this figure. Observe what I am discussing. What is the difference in the previous figure and this figure? In the previous figure, the line making an acute angle with the x-axis below 90 degrees. Here, the line is making above 90 degrees, obtuse angle, above 90 degrees. In this case also, the formula is the same. I proved. So here, this length is x2, and OM length is x1, and MN length is that is equal to x1 minus x2. x1 minus x2. Next here, this length, AM length is y1, BN length is y2. AM length is equals to y1, BN length is y2. So AM is equal to LN. AM length is equal to LN length. Both are same. This length, AM length and LN length, both are same. So we required BL. BL is equal to BN minus LN. That is equal to BN is y2, LN is y1. That is BL length is y2 minus y1. So here same concept. This and this are parallel lines. This is the transversal. Here making what angle? Here also same angle. Sorry. Here also same angle. But this is, anybody to say, what is the angle of this? Yes, 180 minus theta. Why? On a straight line, angle is 180 degrees. This is theta. This is 180 minus theta. This is theta. This is 180 minus theta. So this is the corresponding angle. This is 180 minus theta. This is theta. and remaining angle is this. This is 180 minus theta. So this and this are corresponding angles. That's why these two are parallel lines. This is the transversal. That's why this and this are both are same corresponding angles. Again, in a triangle, in a right angled triangle, in a right angled triangle BAL, in a right angled triangle BAL, what is here? 180 minus theta. Tan of 180 minus theta. Here in the previous figure, theta is there. That's why you are taking tan theta. Here 180 minus theta is there. You are taking tan of 180 minus theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. That is equal to BL by AL. Opposite side by adjacent side. BL by AL. What is the value of BL here? Y2 minus Y1 by, so AL, there, AL, MN is equal to AL. Here you write MN is equal to AL. MN is equal to AL. So MN is x2, x1 minus x2. That is AL is x1 minus x2. So here 180 minus theta is second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is negative. That is minus tan theta you get here. Minus tan theta. 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta is the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is negative. In trigonometry, you know, all silver tea cups. There is a relation between trigonometry and geometry. There is a relation between trigonometry, geometry, and calculus. That's why if you know algebraical formulas, trigonometry is very easy. If you know algebra formulas and trigonometry very well, but geometry is very easy. If you know algebra formulas and trigonometrical concepts and geometrical concepts, calculus is very easy. Okay, that's why the relation between the 4 branches of mathematics in the PUC level, I discussed every algebra, trigonometry, and geometry and calculus also. That's why here you remember that all are positive. Sin, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. Silver, that is S is the first letter. Sin opposite. That is secant, sin, cosecant. Sin, cosecant are positive. Remaining 4 are negative. Here T, tan theta reciprocal. Cot theta, tan, cot are positive. Remaining are negative. Here C for cos theta. Cos theta and secant theta, they are reciprocal. Cos theta reciprocal is secant theta. Cos theta and secant theta are positive. Remaining 4 are negative. Here sin, cosecant positive. Remaining are all negative. Here tan is the second quadrant. 180 minus is second quadrant. That's why tan is negative. That's why you get minus tan theta is equals to y2 minus y1 by x1 minus x2. Multiplying both sides with minus. Multiplying both sides with minus. Minus of minus plus, that is tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by minus multiplied in the denominator. That is you get x2 minus x1. We require tan theta, not minus tan theta. That's why multiplying both sides with minus. So minus of minus is plus. Here multiplying the denominator. If you multiplying the minus with the numerator or denominator, you get the same answer. No change. For example, minus 2 by 3, 2 by minus 3. Both are same. No change. That's why you multiply the minus in the denominator. Here x1 minus x2 is there. You multiply with minus, the signs are changes. Then you get x2 minus x1. So tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Yes. This is the very, very important concept. Today, we discussed what is meant by inclination of a line and what is meant by slope of a line. But already you know the formula, slope of a line m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Why this y2 y1 by x2 minus x1 is equal to tan theta, I discussed it. In two cases. First case is if inclination is less than 90 degrees, and the second case is if inclination is greater than 90 degrees. If theta is acute angle is first case and theta is obtuse angle is the second case. In both cases also, we proved tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Tomorrow, we will discuss the remaining formulas by using this slope. Okay.